Hello students of class 11. Welcome to the online tutorial classes for Vidya Bhavan High Secondary School, and this video is for class 11 nutrition, and the chapter that I'm going to start today, it is the water. Okay. So you all know that water is a very important component for us. It is on the nutrients and it actually gives no energy, but still it uses in various metabolic reactions, and actually without the water no metabolic reactions will run in our body, right? So in our body a very high percentage of water is present. In adult males and females, due to the high percentage of the water, the more or less 50% water is present. And water is the constituent of the everything, like every living thing can't live without the water. So that is why water is a very important part of our body. Now the distribution of the water. So according to the different age groups and according to the sex, obviously the water can be different distributed in the individually, like for the infants, at birth, the total body water is more or less 75%, and after that it decreases down. Like in the 1 year of the age, it became only 58%. Because in the time of the birth, as the baby is in the mother's womb for a long time, so the watery atmosphere was there. So that is why after the birth, sometimes dehydration also occurs. So that is why at the birth time it is 75%, then the decreasing, and in the 1 year of the age is only 58%, and then to the 2 to 15 years of the age, it usually continues like 58.5 or 58.5 or 58%. This only continues. After that, going for the males. For the males, like 16 to 30 years, it is same 58.9. Then from the 31 to 60, it got decreased. So the level of the water, it became decreased according to the age. Like when the age will advance up, the percentage of the water constituents also decrease down. So in the 31 to 60, it is the 54%. And after that, like after 60, it became very low, it's more or less 51.8%. So then you can see that from 16, from the smaller age to the lower, higher age, it is going downwards. And for the females now, for the same age group, like 16 to 30, it will be 50.9. So it is actually less in the female body, because the female body constitutes more amount of the fat. Okay, and next, on the 31 to 90 years of the age, it is only 45.2%. So by this chart, you can easily understand that the water percentage of the body is very high in the infants, and at the birth it is very high. After that it got decreased, but in the males still it is higher than the females. Okay, so next, the compartments of the water. That means what are the compartments in which the water can be distributed in our body. So separated by the membranes, obviously, and the quantity of the water contained in each components are balanced by the force of mainly equilibrium. Okay, so mainly these kind of two types of the compartments. So on it, our different kind of the compartments are present. The first compartment is intracellular. Okay, intracellular compartment. The second one is extracellular compartments. And on these extracellular compartments, they can be also divided into the three manners. These are like one, intravascular fluid, second is intercellular or interstitial compartment. This is the second part, and the third is transcellular fluid compartment. So according to the compartment, it is mainly divided into the first, like intracellular and extracellular. So what is the intracellular compartments of the water? So this compartment contains water present within the cell, and it's make up to 50 to 55%. Since the cells are the main site of the metabolism, so the intracellular fluid means the fluids that is present inside of the cells. Okay, and the fluid is higher in potassium and magnesium, and the low in magnesium and sodium and chlorine ions. So the fluid balance is also maintained by the various minerals present in here. The second one is the extracellular fluid. Extracellular fluid means the fluid that is present outside the cell. Okay, so this compartment is further subdivided into the three manners that I told you, that intravascular phase. Intravascular means this comprises the fluid within the blood vessels and in the vertical vascular system, like in the arteries, like in the veins, capillaries, etc. And it also contains the plasma, the blood plasma, and makes about like 7.5% of the fluid. The second one is the intercellular or the interstitial fluid. So intercellular or interstitial fluid means it is comprises mainly of the fluid within the blood vessels of the vascular system, like the arteries, veins, capillaries, etc. Mainly, the second one is the intracellular or the interstitial fluid, and this comprises the fluid that present outside the cell of the blood vessels. So the previous one was the inside of the blood vessels, and this is the outside of the blood vessels, or in the presence of in between the cells. So it contains a fluid around between the cells or body which carries nutrients to the cells and collect the waste products for excretion. So it makes about like 20% of the fluids of it. And the final one is the transcellular fluid, and the transcellular fluid means this compartment contains the fluid which is formed from the transport activities of the cell, and it is a small compartment which does not readily changes water with the bulk of the extracellular compartment. So it includes cerebrospinal fluid, secretion of the GI tract, fluid in the eyeballs, around the joints, like joints, synovial fluids, etc. So it is all about the compartments of the fluid. It was the first video from this chapter, and the next video we will discuss about the functions of the water. Till then, thank you.